Hello everyone, my name is Mr. Cohen. I'm the school counseling director here at Indian River High School, and if you're watching this video, it means you are currently sitting in an SOL history, science, or math class, and you may need to take the SOL test in the upcoming weeks. Or you're a student new to Indian River High School and you're new to Virginia, and you have taken and passed classes at your previous schools, maybe private schools or outside of Virginia, that have SOL tests, and we may need you to test with us. So we're going to talk about that in just a few minutes. But before we start, we just want to make sure you know that we miss seeing you. Many of you have returned to schools maybe 2 days a week, but some of you are going to be virtual all semester. I miss you, the counselors miss you, the teachers miss you. So we look forward to seeing you as soon as possible, but we want everyone to make sure that you feel safe.
Hello, everyone. My name is Dr. Harding. I am the Assistant Principal for Instruction here at Indian River High School. I just wanted to take a moment to say hello and to welcome you back to school if you're an Option 1 student. And if you're an Option 2 student, just wanted to let you know that from the administrative team, we miss seeing you all in school every day. This video is about SOL testing. So just wanted to spend a second talking about the importance of these SOL tests. If you are required to take them, it's because it's a graduation requirement, and you do need to pass the SOL test in order to be eligible for graduation. So I hope that even though we are in a difficult situation right now with blended learning, virtual learning, I do hope that you will take the tests seriously, that you will prepare for them, and that you will give them your absolute best so that we can make sure that when it's your time to graduate, that we walk you across that stage on time. We will be doing SOL testing on Fridays. I know that's a little bit different than the way that we've done things in the past, but this will be an opportunity for us to get you in safely, get you tested, and get you back home so that we can minimize any type of situation where you might be in close contact with other people for a long period of time. So please mark your calendars accordingly, and when it's time for you to come in for your SOL test, please make sure that you're here promptly. Know that we will have free breakfast and lunch for you, and that we are very much looking forward to seeing you, even if it's just going to be for SOL testing. Thank you.
All right, so let's start with who is actually SOL testing. Remember, I talked about if you're currently sitting in a math, science, or history class, and that's usually algebra, geometry, algebra 2, or for history, world history 1, world history 2, or US history, or for science, earth science, biology, or chemistry, you may or may not be taking an SOL test in the upcoming weeks. Just a quick reminder, all 9th, 10th, and 11th graders, in order to graduate from high school, you only need to pass 5 SOL tests. 1 in English 11 reading, 1 in English 11 writing, 1 math SOL, 1 history, and 1 science. That's all you need. All 9th graders who are currently in a math class will need to take the SOL test. So even if you're saying, but I took Algebra 1 in middle school and I passed the class and passed the test, federal guidelines say that we still have to have you take 1 math SOL test in high school. So that's why you're testing. Also, the same holds true for biology students. Many of you in biology took and passed earth science and the SOL last year, but we still need you to take the biology test for federal standards and for accreditation for Indian River High School. And as I mentioned before, you may be new to Virginia. Maybe you took Algebra 1 in 9th grade, and now you're with us and you're in trigonometry. We may need you to take the Algebra 1 SOL test so you can pass it, so that way you will have your 1 math SOL. But your counselor will let you know if you need to be taking any test. All right, so let's talk about the testing dates. All of the history SOL testing will be done on Friday, December 18th. All of the science will be done on Friday, January 8th, and all the math will be done on Friday, January 15th. And for those of you that went to Indian River High School last year, maybe you're in the middle school, this is very different than how we've done it in the past because we're testing a lot of people on one specific date. So it's very important, whether you're option 1 or option 2, you need to come in on these dates to test. And I know some of you may say, oh my gosh, what happens if I am sick on one of these dates, or I already know I have a dentist appointment on one of these dates? That's fine. We will have makeup tests, But ideally, we want you to come in on the Fridays because that's when we are going to knock it out as quickly as possible, and your teachers will be preparing you right up until that date for testing. So those Fridays are the ideal test dates. Now, I know that some of you are already saying, but Mr. Cohen, do you know? Yes, we know that we're testing on Fridays. This is the asynchronous day for you guys. So it means that no instruction's going on. So that's probably the best day for you to be taking tests because that way you're not missing any instruction from your teachers. We do expect everyone that is eligible to take these tests to come in. Your teachers are going to let you know if you don't have to take the test. The teachers already have the list of who can and can't take the SOL test, so they already know that. Yes, there's going to be transportation provided on those Fridays if you need it. Yes, if you have a car and you can drive or someone can drop you off and pick you up, you can do that. And once you're done with the test, you can leave, not a big deal. Yes, if you have a Chromebook, we need you to bring it fully charged on those Fridays because that's what you're going to be using. Yes, if you don't have a Chromebook, we will provide a Chromebook for you on testing dates. And yes, of course, we're going to make sure that the testing sites are clean and safe for you to test. What's going to happen after you watch this video? Within a day or maybe right after, within the week, your teacher is going to give you a link to a Google form. This Google form is very, very important because if you are eligible to take the SOL test, we need to know some important information from you, specifically who you are, yes, that you're going to be taking the test, will you need transportation to and from school. If you're going to be with us on a test date, we give free lunches and breakfast to everybody. So we want to know, do you want a free lunch? Do you have a Chromebook? Do you not have a Chromebook? But when you fill out this Google form, we need you to do this with your parent or guardian, because we don't want you to do is fill it out on your own and then you talk to your parent or guardian and they tell you that you should have answered differently, and then you have to redo the whole Google form. So please make sure you do this with your parent or guardian, and we really need you to complete this form at least 2 weeks prior to the testing date. All right, probably about a week or so before your testing date, we will have another video for you that will go over the do's and don'ts of SOL testing, what to expect on testing day, and of course we're going to talk about the safety precautions that are in place so you feel a little bit more comfortable about coming to school, and then we'll give you some last minute reminders. I know a lot of you are saying, Mr. Cohen, be clear, are these tests required? Yes, if your teacher is telling you that you have to take this SOL test for whatever class it is, you either need it to graduate or we need you to take it for federal accountability and state accountability. If you choose not to take the test, you will eventually have to either come back in the spring and retake the test, or you will have to take the test in a different subject. So we'd rather you do this earlier rather than later. All right, everybody, so that's the information I want to provide to you today. We will be in touch with you soon. There'll be another video, like I said, a week before SOL testing. And if you have any questions, feel free to ask your teachers, or you certainly can email your counselor. So have a great day, and thank you very much.